What's up, fam? Rango Dango Reads here. Ooh. All right, I'm Chase Tuten, and we are back with episode 6. Uh, yeah, so these headphones, I don't even think I need them, but there's just such a comfort thing now, and honestly, I like the way they look. I think they look pretty freaking cool. Um, Another thing, whoa, we're mirrored. I forgot. Pow. If you hear something like a bark or a ruffle or something of that nature, my doggy is in the room and he may make some noises. Who knows? Okay, so the book we are reviewing today is ooh, oh ho, it's getting shifty in the background. There we go. The Revenge of Magic by James Riley. All right, so this book is interesting how I came to get it. As I stated before, I'm a teacher, and near the end of the school year, all of a sudden we just had a bunch of huge boxes in the hallway. And so they started just getting filled up with books, random books like dictionaries, thesaurus, some fiction books. Um, and I saw this bad boy right on top of the box. And so saw it. I was like, oh, cool, magic, papa. And I sniped it. And that's the origin story of this book. So I found this at my school, just in a box in the hallway. Um, and it seemed cool. I read the summary, it seemed cool. So we're getting into it. I finished it super quick. It's about 400 pages, but it's a very easy read. It's a middle grade book, so the language is not very difficult. Um, the lines are spaced out properly, so it's very easy to process each word, each sentence, each paragraph, everything. Um, and it's also just entertaining. It's an entertaining book. It's obviously it has magic. Um, so here's the concept, and I'll try to give away as much as possible without spoiling. So basically, there's a dad and his father, and they're on a trip in DC. Then this monster attacks, and the kid freaks out, loses his mind. Kind of like after the fact, he loses his mind, but in the moment, um, he's struggling, he's freaking out, but he's like trying to resist what he's being told to do in his mind. Um, and so then, the attack ends and things happen. I won't get into it. Things happen. So then months later, he gets found out and then he gets reached out to by this school. And so he ends up going to this school for magic. Okay. Uh, and so then basically throughout it's this whole thing, he's out for revenge, obviously, on this monster who attacked DC based on the title. And so he's trying to find a way to learn magic, to be destructive, and he wants to attack this thing, he wants to kill it. But then things happen throughout. Um, gosh, I've talked anyway. I don't want to give away too much. It's conceptually it's a very fun book. I think this is the first of, if I'm not mistaken, yes, the first of a 4 book series as of now that I can see. And once you read it, it's very obvious that it's going to be a series. Um, but there's mind control, there's healing, there's attacks, there's deception, there's sneaking around, there's telepathy, and there's military. But I would say so. I thoroughly enjoyed the book. I think the most entertaining part of the book was just how childlike it was. It was very imaginative. I don't mean childlike in a poor writing aspect. I mean childlike in it was clearly written for a child's mind and not it wasn't trying to do anything that it wasn't. It wasn't trying to be something that it's not. It was just telling a story, a fun story for kids. And there were some aspects in the book that connected to a deeper spiritual meaning, at least for me. Once again, perception is reality, and this is how I perceived it based on the context of the book and the context of what I know about real life. And so in the book it talks about having seven seven books, seven of the magical books, the spell books, I guess you could call them, and there are seven chakras, and it says he who um, learns all seven of these books will be able to save the world. And so that's kind of how I connected it to the seven chakras, right? Just like in Dragon Ball Z, there's seven Dragon Balls. It's meant to be connected to the seven chakras. I'm sure there's many other um, children tales that have something to do with finding seven of something, right? That is directly related to the chakras, the seven chakras of the body. Right? It's very interesting. If you haven't looked into the chakras, I highly recommend that you do. It it makes a ton of sense because a lot of what the chakras are basically portions of your body that kind of regulate your body in a sense. So there's like, say, the throat chakra. If it's out of whack, then maybe you're talking too much, or maybe you're not talking enough. Maybe you're afraid to say certain things. Like there's different aspects, different chakras control different things of the body, of the soul, of the personality. Um, so it's worth looking into. Different foods can affect it, different actions can affect them, different words can affect them. So it's definitely worth. Ooh, I do that push up a lot on the chair. It's definitely worth looking into the chakras. But anyway, back to the revenge of magic. So with that, it says that they need to find all seven, but as of right now, only five have been found, and so they're trying to locate the last two. Now, there's also a like let's say a mythical, I don't know, octopus kind of creature. It makes more sense in the book. It's not an octopus, right? But it has tentacles and it's very powerful, very mythical, fantastical. Ooh, it's very fantastical. It's cool. It's a good concept. Um, and so there's portals, and it's a very fun book. There are aspects, of course. It's a lot of it. Okay, here's talking on the seven chakras, the seven books. A lot of what the book talks about is reaching full human potential, saying that um, we have a lot of potential inside of us that is basically untapped, that we need to tap into to reach our full potential. And if you can connect this and to basically, I mean, pretty much anything, it's literally perception is reality. So it's like comes down to confidence, like. And this, okay, so I watched this movie the other day called I Feel Pretty, and the entire movie was about confidence. Literally nothing changed. She bumped her head, and then all of a sudden she just has all the confidence in the world and thinks that she's just become this gorgeous woman. And so she lives her life entirely different. Uh, treats people differently. She interacts differently in different situations. She speaks with more confidence, and her life changes for the better just because she was more confident. And then she kind of realized how much potential she truly had. The same goes with this book. It's the mind thing. If your mind thinks that you're capable of doing something, then you are more capable of doing it. If your mind thinks that you are incapable of doing something, then chances are you're never going to be able to do it, or if you can do it, it is going to take much longer to get there. And it just comes down to confidence and honestly perception. If you perceive that something is possible, then well, guess what? It's possible in your world, in your reality. And if you perceive that something is impossible, well, then guess what? It's more than likely impossible in your reality, right? And that's basically what this book is talking about. It's just talking about um, tapping into your natural potential and working on it and reaching it. It just does it in a fun way, in a magical way. Um, and honestly, the book might not even be about that, but that's how I perceive it. So that has become my reality in reading this. Okay, I perceive it as being about those things, but that's also what I'm looking for when I read something. Right? Everyone analyzes everything they read. Everyone always wants to put meaning behind something. Maybe it's there, maybe it's not. But regardless of whether it's there or not, that's kind of irrelevant because the old saying, "Beauty is in the eye of the beholder." Bzzz, buzz, right? So is truth. And this is actually something in a book I'm reading right now that they talked about. It said truth, beauty, and I don't know, something else is in the eye of the beholder. Okay. Uh, but but that's the thing. Meaning is in the eye of the beholder. So anything that's said, anything that we read, anything we hear, we put meaning behind it based on how it affects us, how we perceive it. Okay. Our perception makes it our reality, right? So if we perceive the certain meaning behind something, then that's the meaning that's behind it. There's no right or wrong behind a meaning that someone sees. So we get into plenty of arguments all the time over what something means or what it doesn't mean. Well, guess what? Nobody's actually wrong because we all see the world differently. We all perceive things differently. So what something means to me, it might not mean anything to you, and vice versa. And so I perceive this book to mean those certain things. But as far as entertainment goes, I thoroughly entertained it. I was thoroughly entertained by it, and I will definitely at some point be finishing the series. I mean, it took me what 3 days to read this book. I was zoned in. I mean, it was ziggy zoned in. My dog's down there staring at me like, "What the heck are you doing, you crazy idiot?" But anyway, yes. So, Revenge of Magic, fabulous read. James Riley did a fabulous job. He also has um, another series called Story Thieves, and then he also has another series called, um, I guess, Half Upon a Time. And well, he has the three books. I'm not sure what the series is called. So the first one's Half Upon a Time, Twice Upon a Time, and then Once Upon a Time. Um, haven't read any of those. This is the first James Riley book I've read. So, but I like his style. If it's all similar to this, I'll probably read more James Riley. He's fascinating fella from what I've gathered in the one book that I've read by him. Um, but yeah, so that's Revenge of Magic, and I'm Rango Dango Reads. This is the first time I'm actually going to mention it on here because I keep forgetting. If you have any questions or book suggestions for me to read, any comments that you would like to share but not make them public, anything, you can reach out to me, rangodangoreads@gmail.com. Okay. Also, Instagram, Rango Dango Reads. TikTok, Rango Dango Reads, and I've recorded this for podcast and for YouTube. So if you're catching this on YouTube, you already have my YouTube. If you're catching this on Spotify, then my YouTube is Rango Dango Reads. So same name, every platform. Email's the same name. Bingo Bongo, Fab Fab. Uh, so yes. But anyway, now moving on. The next book that I will be reading, I did say that I will do nonfiction and fiction. I've done mostly fiction. Oh, I've done exclusively fiction so far. But the next book I'm reading, I've actually just started it, as I mentioned previously, is The Peter Principle. Very interesting read so far. I will probably be doing a 50% review shortly. I didn't do a 10% or 25%. This book's just going it's a pretty quick read, even though it's nonfiction. Um, but so I'll do 50% and then I'll just zip on into a full hundo. Uh, yeah, so that's that. I'm Rango Dingo Reads. Well, I'm Chase Tuten. This is Rango Dingo Reads, episode 6, The Revenge of Magic. Like, subscribe, all the typical YouTuber stuff. Blah, blah, blah. Uh, yeah, catch you next time. Ta-ta, kittens.